everyone. My name is Shanae Jones, and I am your resident certified sex coach. Thank you so much for joining me. I am here to talk about all things sex, and there is something that I wanted to discuss with you. So, again, I'm trying to come up with all kinds of different ways to engage and to educate and provide some general coaching. And when I say general coaching, I mean everything that I say is not specific to you or your situation, even if it is vaguely familiar or reminiscent of, but I haven't talked to you. We haven't done any type of intake or anything like that. So this is just generic conversation. In this particular segment, which I am calling KNKY Coaches Questions to You. So I have a separate segment where I address questions that have been posed about different sexual scenarios, situations, and I provide feedback. But I want to put questions out into the world and see how it is that you respond and what it is that your thoughts are on it. So in today's KNKY questions to you, I am asking you about the concept of compersion. So compersion, in the context that I am discussing with you, is really a concept that comes from the relationship dynamic that is called consensual non-monogamy. Now, consensual non-monogamy has a lot of things. I think at one point, polyamory may have been the umbrella term, but it has kind of flipped because even polyamory has different dynamics of how those relationships are structured and perhaps the rules that govern them. Consensual non-monogamy or ethical non-monogamy is basically a relationship structure that could be cuckolding, could be swinging, could be, again, polyamory, typically things where, not even, some things in the lifestyle. Consensual non-monogamy is where people that are in the relationship are fully aware and often supportive of the person in their relationship or the people in their relationship structure being able to have either sexual and or emotional relationships with people that is not their primary partner. And some people in these consensual non-monogamous relationships don't have primary partners. There's such a thing as solo polyamory. So, please don't get too focused on the different structures under the dynamic, but just keep in mind that this is not monogamy, where monogamy is intended, as far as definition, is to be two people committed to each other in that relationship structure. Although, depending on who it is that you talk to, monogamy in the relationship structure doesn't necessarily have to be inclusive of sexual fidelity. So you can be monogamous on an emotional level, but still experience external partners outside of your primary relationship, meaning that you haven't sacrificed the emotional connection for the physical connection outside. So there are all kinds of ways to break this down. So the question is really to you about compersion. So could you see yourself, and let me define compersion for you. Compersion is where let's use me, where I find pleasure in seeing my partner feeling, expressing, indulging in joy from being with someone else. It is intended to be the opposite of jealousy. So where it's jealousy, you become very possessive, where, no, this person is mine. And if you are having a piece of them, then I'm not getting that piece. And then I'm being lacked for something, I'm lacking. that is intended to be jealousy. And jealousy is a natural, normal feeling. It's just how do we interpret that feeling and what do we do with it? And some people who are especially in those CNM relationships, they may, have those feelings of jealousy kind of bubble up. But then, compersion may take place where, no, I'm not jealous that this other person gets to spend time with my partner. They're lucky to be able to spend time with my partner. And I know that once that experience is over, that this person is coming back to me, and I'm ecstatic about them being able to be pleasured and have that joy. So now that if you did not already understand what compersion was, do you see yourself in a position, in a relationship structure where you could be selfless enough to find joy, find internal pleasure at the pleasure of your partner? That person, your partner, is receiving joy and intimacy and love, either through sex or an emotional relationship with someone that is not you. And if you could find joy, are you in a CNM relationship? If you're not in a CNM relationship, is it something that you would suggest to your partner if compersion is something that you think that you could balance over jealousy? Think about it. So this is my KNKY question to you. Thank you for watching. Again, follow me across social media at DOYOUKNKY. Feel free to edit.com. That is the website. You can see DOYUKNKY. See, it's backwards probably when you look at it. Thank you. Again, like, subscribe, share, follow, all those great things. I will talk to you again soon.